Hello, online crew. How are you? Today, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to review somebody's business page. So for those of you that want to learn anything about branding, basically, even if you have a Facebook group, like just the general branding stuff, generally the whole branding conversation, then you'll definitely get something out of watching me do this. So I'm going to share my screen in a moment. I'm going to pull up someone's business page. I haven't told anybody whose page I'm going to review. Last week, I called for people that wanted to put their hand up for that. So I just pulled a name out of the hat, and that's the person that I've chosen. So if that person isn't on this live, and you can see that, but you know who it is and you can tag them, then that would be helpful to that particular person, because the person I've chosen, I haven't contacted them either. Okay, so what I would recommend you take from this, if you've got a business page, you're thinking of creating a business page, or even if you have a group or somewhere where you're branding yourself, and you're thinking of content creation that's congruent with that brand and building up a network and building an audience and building up the know, like, and trust factor, that's what you want to be able to sort of take from what I'm sharing with you today. Okay, so hopefully this is really helpful to some of you that are newer in your journey regarding branding, or even if you've been around for a while, if you've never really had specifically any training on branding, then this would definitely be helpful to you. So just a couple of things before I move on to that. Those of you in round 22 of my branding course, I'm live with you guys in just under half an hour. That's why I'm live a little bit earlier. So for those of you that haven't realized, and you're going to catch the replay, that I was live an hour earlier than I normally am. Sorry, told you guys yesterday, but people would have missed it. So yeah, some people will be looking at this live in about an hour's time. So those of you that have readjusted to the time that I've gone live today, thank you. Those of you on the replay will be none the wiser. Just a couple of things. The coaching community members, we have a special training tomorrow, your exclusive training on recruiting basics part 2. So we did part 1 last week. We have part 2 tomorrow. So it's tomorrow, an hour ago, if you're watching this sort of live. So make sure you join me live in the coaching community group for part 2 of recruiting. If you struggle to recruit people, that you definitely want to be on that training. Anybody that wants to join the coaching community, get all that practical training regarding recruiting, social media, content, selfies, stories, just everything to do with building your business on social media, but you need more practical training rather than just listening to fluff. You can join the coaching community for $1. So if you go to my website, helenmartinonline.com, and you look for the graphic that says join our coaching community, all the details are in there. Okay, so who's here with me today? We've got Crystal. How are you? Hello, Cherie. Good to see you on. Thank you for adjusting to the new time that I'm on live today. Crystal's one of our live members. Christine, how are you? I am good. I'm really cold. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Great to see you on. It's I know I shouldn't complain too much about the cold, but we have a rather large home, so I don't know if you guys have ever lived in a home with a lot of glass. It is amazing to take advantage of the beautiful view that we have overlooking the ocean and the hills. Like, we have the most amazing view here. But when you have a lot of glass that's all wrapped around, the front of your house, basically, it is very hot in summer at the front of the house, and it's very cold. So I've got the fire on in the other room. I'll escape there after I've done the branding course live and heat up with Harley. Harley's sitting in front of the fire. But yeah, other rooms like the one I'm sitting in at the moment, my hands are absolutely freezing. If I touched you, you'd jump. Anyway, I'm awake, I'm alive, I've got 2 arms, 2 legs, and I've got my community here, so nothing to complain about, okay? So I am going to share my screen with you and show you whose page this on. I know they're not on live with me at the moment, so if you know this person, if you can tag them, if you're free, you do have to need friends with them to be able to tag them successfully or send them a little message, then you can let them know, okay? So I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, just let me set this up. And this is the page. So Rashida, I know she's not on live at the moment, but I thought I owed it to her because it took me so many months to even get her name right. I thought I'll do something nice for her. I'm just going to pull up my live on my page here, guys, so I can see any comments that you've got. Where's my live? Just turn the volume down there. So, hello, Deb. Hello, Beth. Hello, Jen. How are you? Hey, Char. How are you? Is Char? How do you pronounce it? Let me know. How am I feeling? I'm good, but I'm over my stitches, Crystal. For those of you that know I had gum surgery last week, I'm stuck with these stitches until Saturday in my time zone. So that's still 3 days away, and they're driving me nuts. But that's just an irritation, Crystal. I'm good. I'm great. Hi, Kelly. How are you? We've got Christine. Awesome to see you. Oh, thank you, Cherie, for tagging. I'll spit it out in a minute. Tagging Rashida. So awesome, Char. Is that right? Just put yes in the comments to know what I'm shocking with pronouncing people's names. But all good. So I've got your comments there. I'll keep watching those. So what I'm going to do here is, as I said, she doesn't know that I've chosen her page. This is just, and credit to you guys that put your hand up. You know, when I call for people and do this, you know, I do it maybe once every 4 to 6 weeks, maybe, someone's personal profile and someone's business page. And thank you to Hero last week for putting up her hand for my personal profile. So if you missed that one, you want to catch that, like what my feedback regarding a personal profile, just, you know, scroll down wherever you're watching. I'm live on my business page, my free group, social media strategies for home business owners. Anybody can join that group. Feel free if you're watching from my business page. And I'm live on YouTube as well. So you could be watching from any one of those places. So, okay, thank you, Char. Okay, so business page. The first thing you really want to check in regarding a business page is you've got, seriously, 6 seconds, which is less than a goldfish, guys. Less than a goldfish. You've got 6 seconds to grab somebody's attention to get them to look any further and stay with you. Okay, so I need to know who you are. I need to know what you do, but most importantly, I need to know how you're going to help me, because people don't care about us. They care about what's in it for them. That's why people will continue to follow you. That's what, people will listen to you for and, stay with you, is because you're teaching stuff on a particular topic and they think it's going to help them. Okay. So my first impression of Rashida, nice photo. I can see who she is. I can see what she looks like, and she's got some pretty pink colors there going. So visually quite appealing, not bad. Where's her name? Other than I can see her name underneath, obviously. I'm going to get all these notifications. I can see her name, obviously, but as far as her branding message goes, I can't even read that in her banner. So there's heaps of room to play with. This is your prime real estate with branding. Prime real estate. So in those 6 seconds, you want to be thinking, who am I? What do I do? And how can I help people? Okay. So for starters, I'd put her name right at the top and bigger. That's what I would do. Okay. You can take my feedback and whenever I review somebody's pages. This is just my perspective on what I've learned about branding. And I have a branding course. I'm on live with my branding course people, 22nd round of that. I've done it 22 times, that course, in 20 minutes time. So I'd like to think I can share some value regarding sort of branding. Okay. So let's look at her branding message, because this is key. And it may not be a page for you. It might be a group. But even if it's a group, what's your branding message in the group? So this is translatable across, other areas, like just your branding message in general. So building your business just got more enjoyable. Okay, what business, what market, what sector, who's she talking to, what kind of business? Bricks and mortar business, online business, what kind of business, don't know. So building your business. So we've got no clue as to what type of business or who she's actually talking to. Okay. Build your dream business in a more authentic way that does not feel forceful. Okay, again, what kind of business? Who is she talking to? So there is definitely room for improvement here with her branding message. So we're not quite sure who she's talking to, so your target market. So you always want to have it known what your target market is. My target market is home-based business owners. My target market is not bricks and mortar businesses. Okay, it doesn't mean I can't help them. And this is where people get all caught up in this branding, message is, oh, well, if I say women, then I'm excluding men, and I don't want to exclude men. But 90% of the time I work with women, that kind of thing. It doesn't mean you're excluding somebody. It just means that you've got to focus. So try to wrap your head around that one. Those of you that go, oh, my product and my business is for everyone. No, it's not. If you think that you're targeting everyone, you'll get no one. You have to have a target market. Who is it that you're talking to? Is it men? Is it women? Is it in retirement age? Is it kids? Is it teenage kids? Is it working parents? Is it entrepreneurs? Is it what is the sector of the market that you are trying to talk to and help? So there's an opportunity here to fine tune that on this Facebook page, okay? And I have no idea what she's teaching. No idea. So I don't know. And what I know of Rashida, I actually know kind of what she does and what she's teaching, but that is not reflective here. It might be reflective elsewhere. We'll keep digging. But I've got no idea what she's teaching here. And that's what people want to know first and foremost. How can you help me? So how are you helping other people? What is it that you do? So my branding message, and I'm not even sure if I introduced myself on this live, but if we haven't met before, guys, if you're new to me, my name's Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. This is just a bit of fun. This is just part of my brand, okay? You don't have to do things like this. I certainly didn't start off, like this with this kind of brand, around me. But I will say I help home-based business owners bring their business online and use modern social media strategies to grow their business. So I'm talking about the online world. I'm talking about social media. I'm talking about let's bring your business online and leverage it on the internet. So I'm letting people know who that I help. Home-based business owners is who I help. And what do I help them with? I help them bring their business online, and we're learning social media here. Those kind of things. So people know from coming to my page and what I talk about and my content and my live videos like this, who I am, what I do, and what I help people with. So you can work that out pretty quickly from my banner. Mine's a video banner. You don't need to start, in that way. You can just do a static banner like this. But there's definitely room for improvement here because I'm not even sure who Rashida is trying to talk to or what is she teaching them. Okay, so fingers crossed. Let's see if there's a welcome video here that explains that to me. So yes, welcome to my page. It's nice to connect with you. Bonus, grab your online recruiting guide here. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, I would definitely change the wording there because people aren't going to know what that means. I would say something like bonus, grab your, excuse me, it's that colder. It's going to make me sneeze. I need a little heater at my feet. I've got a blankie on my lap, trying to keep me warm, but I think I need a little heater. Anyway, those of you that are warming up overseas, don't tell me how warm it is and how the sun's shining and how it's a beautiful day in your part of the world. So what does online recruiting guide mean? That probably doesn't mean anything to anybody, especially when they don't know what you do. So I would, what I would change that to is what exactly is it? And I would probably put, taking a stab at the dark of because I kind of know what Rashida does is, I'm trying to scratch my head there through the hat. Good one, Helen. If you would like to start your journey on learning how to attract people to you online, please accept my free gift or free training or whatever it is. You need to kind of explain it. Something about definitely business pages is you need to talk, what we call in copywriting world, you need to talk to a fifth grader. So keep everything really simple. Keep your language really simple. You don't want to necessarily use words that people aren't going to sort of understand. So just something simple as online recruiting guide. How is that relevant to building a business in a more authentic way? So it could be confusing. So we've got a welcome here video here, 2 minutes 51. I generally recommend, and I have watched this video, Rashida, and it's quite good. So in relation to a welcome video, for those of you in a business page or even a group, or you've got to have something pinned to the top, whether that's a video or a written post. You've got to have something at the top of where you're showing up on social media so people know what they've got great clarity within, you know, a couple of minutes what it is you do and how you're going to help them. So Rashida's got this, which is awesome. She's explaining here sort of who she is, the problems that she has, and what she can help people with. 2 minutes 51, not too bad. My areas for improvement, without showing, just through lack of time, guys, without sort of watching this on the screen, I try to cut down welcome videos to about 2 minutes. So this is pushing more 3 minutes. So just making it a little bit more, you know, impactful and tight. And because you do have a call to action up the top, actually telling people at the end of your welcome video that you do have a call to action, tell people. So, you know, to get started, if you would like a free resource with learning how to attract people to you, then I've got a free training just above in the description of this video. So feel free to access that. Like, tell people what you want them to do next. And she doesn't have that because I've already watched this. Okay. So let's go over here. And so we've got a different message here in her about section. I serve entrepreneurs. Doesn't say that up here. Okay. So she actually does have a branding message. She just doesn't have it in the most important place that she needs it. Okay. I serve entrepreneurs like you who need guidance connecting to higher quality prospects. So now we're getting a bit more of a feel for what she does. She helps entrepreneurs who need guidance getting higher quality prospects and using powerful online tools. Oh, she's actually teaching online tools. None of that is up there. And people won't look here necessarily, okay? So she does have a branding message. She's just not using it in the most important place that she needs it, okay? To allow you to build the business with more joy. So my name is Rashida. My goal is to help you connect with the exact type of people you enjoy building your team. Oh, so now we're building teams. There's more clues the more I read, but none of that is up here. We need that up here. Okay, so let's look, and there's probably a lot more to read here. So we've got a bit of a story. Okay, cool. I'm just mindful of time, guys, so I won't read all of that. So she's got over 1,000 people there. So this is something that I would mention to you guys regarding numbers is, and I can't see this because I'm looking at Rashida's page from a consumer perspective. When you've got a page or a group, you can see insights that as somebody like me can't see because I'm looking as a consumer, not as a creator. So when you're looking as a creator, under every post there, even this one here, it's pinned to the top, it will have reach and it will have a number. It will have engagement and it will have a number. And if you click on it and open it up, you'll also get the views. Okay. So here's a guideline for those of you that are not in the know regarding organic reach and looking at insights and things like that, is Rashida's got roughly 1,000 people on her page. If you've got a really good page, as far as organic reach goes, you'll get about 10% organic reach. So we're looking at about 100 people. So anything she posts down here, if it's a really good page, then we're looking, I can't see it, but she'll be able to see it. So this is a note for her and any of you that have got a business page or a group to go and look at your insights. You don't get that on a personal profile because it's not there for business reasons. You don't get insights on that because a personal profile. It's a personal profile. Yes, you can have curiosity and intrigue and those kind of things. You just can't actively build a business like this on a personal profile. So you don't get insights. Okay. So roughly like really good organic reach for Rashida would be her posts are reaching about 100 people. She can tell that by going to her page from her creator perspective and looking at the organic reach. More average is 5% or less. So Rashida, to know that you're kind of on track with your organic reach is you'd hopefully be sitting at about 50 people out of your 1,000 people. Now, some of you are going, what? That's crap. It's business pages, okay? And you've got to earn the right for people to follow you. It's not just warm market, friends, family, whatever, and they're going to follow you anyway or become your friend. This is a business. You need to treat it like a business. You need to brand yourself like a business. You need to give content to the table to get people to know, like, and trust you, and it takes time. So 1,000 people is good, but it's still a very young page. It might take Rashida a while to build up to that 50 to 100 people. But Rashida, for you, if you're listening or you're catching a replay, you would want to be looking at your organic reach, hopefully being somewhere between about 50 and 100 people. Then when you look at your engagement, look at your engagement in relation to your organic reach. So if you do reach 50 people and let's say 30 or 40 people engage with it, awesome. What people tend to look at is, I only got 30 engagements after a page over, with a page of 1,000 people in it. Wrong metric to look at, wrong insights to look at. You've got to measure your engagement out of the reach that Facebook put your content in front of. So if it only put it in front of 5 people, then you got some work to do with building up your organic reach. Organic reach is driven by engagement. So, you got to be really in tune and really intentional with who you're talking to. So something that might be letting Rashida down a little bit is her branding here. And yet she's got a brand. So simple fix for her, in that she just needs to put this in some words. Now, I'm intrigued if she's got a website of any sort. She does. Okay, so let's go over there. See where that's leading me. Branding message. This branding message needs to be on your Facebook page, Rashida. So I serve entrepreneurs like you who need guidance connecting with higher quality prospects using powerful online tools that will allow you to build your business with more joy. So it's good. It's a little bit vague. Entrepreneurs on its own it could mean anything. She's got a couple of words there that tell me what kind of industry. Maybe she's using the word prospects. She's using the word online tools. So now we know we are talking about online. We are talking about prospects. I'd probably tighten it up a little bit and either tighten up the word entrepreneurs and bring something else into it, or bring in another word like you've mentioned in the other description down below, with high quality prospects using powerful online tools. So rather than fluff, which allow you to build your business with more joy, that's just fluff. That's not going to make somebody, buy into your brand. But bringing in like to build a thriving team, like prospects and team and entrepreneurs. Now I kind of know you're looking at online marketing, maybe, network marketers, those kind of things. So the more words that you can bring in that relate to that, but you're not actually saying that because Facebook doesn't like it, that would just tighten that up a little bit. And then we want to bring that branding message over here. You following along, guys? Okay. Now, what else have we got? So that's email. Entrepreneur is probably, I'm anticipating it's not going to lead me anywhere. Get rid of it, Rashida. That doesn't serve a purpose at all. That entrepreneur one. YouTube. This should be a YouTube link. Not found, page not available. So you need to go and fix that one up. And then we've got Instagram. Oh, it looks like it's going to connect through. Fabulous. So we've got an Instagram presence and we've got that there. So that's really good. Okay. So I've got 5 minutes. Let's go and concentrate more on content. So as I said with the welcome video, awesome that she's got one there. How pretty is she? And she's just got such a gorgeous face. So great camera presence. And I have already listened to this video, Rashida, and great energy, good smile, good, interpretation of, who you are, the problems that you had and how you can help people. I'd just tighten it up a little bit and have your call to action at the end, like I mentioned before. So what are we doing content-wise? Okay, is this helpful to anybody? Okay, engagement post. People do not care much about your product services until you know how much you care about them. Well, that's true. That's only an hour ago. We haven't got any sort of comments from that yet, but not unusual. Only posted an hour ago. So we've got a engagement post. Engagement posts are a good idea to drive for the engagement to help the organic reach. Okay, so these posts are a good idea. You just have to not overdo them because then they lose their focus. If you put engagement posts up too often, people will stop engaging with it because it's not special anymore. People kind of know that you're just driving for engagement, but they're generally good. Okay, just don't overdo them. I reckon about one a week is my recommendation for engagement posts. Okay. If I were to get what I want and win, it's up to me to find a way to make it happen. Are you doing the same? So just, a positive message. Selfie, she's got a selfie of herself. This is good. You want pictures of yourself. This is missing for a lot of people on business pages, is showing your face. So people are looking. People are always looking. Even if they don't engage or comment, they're always looking. She's got, a few reactions on that one. Okay, so she's showing what she's up to. This is good on a business page. It feels great to have my city open back up 100%. Las Vegas is back in business. If only I could get there, Rashida. I was meant to go 2020 to actually speak on stage in Vegas. My first real big, my own, I've spoken on panels and before like that, but my own speaking gig in Vegas, and it got cancelled because of COVID. So I can't wait to get back to Vegas. Not a lot of engagement from that one, but not a bad post because it's just sort of sharing, where she lives, where, a picture of herself. So good to have on a business page. But now we've got another engagement post, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's a few days apart, but they're not kind of working at the moment. But that may be her organic reach, because I don't know what that is at the moment. So if her organic reach is really low, that might be the reason that she's not getting much engagement here. But maybe cut those back to about one a week. So she's going live, which is good. 5 things to gain from branding yourself online. That's quite funny. It is worth it or a waste of time. Let's chat about it. Say hello. So depending if you're repurposing your live videos, if you're just doing this on Facebook and you're not repurposing your live videos sort of anywhere else, do them in landscape so people looking at your page on a computer don't get the big black marks. Okay, if you need it in portrait for a reason, if you're repurposing to Instagram TV or something like that and it needs to be in portrait, fair enough. But just, a bit of a tip, if you're just using it here, do them in landscape so we don't get these big black, ugly bars. So she's going live. Tick, 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 tick. She's going live. 10 comments and a share. Live video, guys. If you're not getting the gist that live video is where you're going to get most engagement from. Now, some of those comments could be her own, but there's also a share. Somebody shared it. So not sure who. It could have been herself. She shared it somewhere else. I don't know. But she's got a share and she's got comments. So live video, tick. Okay, another live video. So how often is this? So June 4, June 3, so 2 live videos. So she's going live regularly. What's stopping you from using your profile to grow your business? I'd beef up your headlines a little bit more, Rashida. Just have something else, you want to hook with your headlines. So any of you that are going live and you're getting used to going live, and she looks really comfortable on live video, so well done for that, Rashida. You really want to bring some attention to your headlines and beef them up, because most of your viewers are going to be on the replay. So the only thing that entices them to press play is the headline. So when somebody's scrolling and they see your post, it's the headline that they're going to see the first that's going to either entice them or not to press play. Okay? So I've got 2 minutes and then I've got to go. So we've got online. So we've got 3 kind of live contents in a row. This one's probably done, maybe repurposed from Reels or something like that. So, it's a shared piece of content. So a couple of reactions, but we've got 3 live things in a row without anything else in between. So I'd probably mix that up a little bit just to have the variety of content. Is that on twice? No? Or have I just gone back a bit? So if we wrap up the first half of the year, do a thorough review. So she's giving some advice then. So if you've got advice up the top, I wouldn't necessarily recommend having a lot of words on the image as well. Make it more of a visual sort of thing to grab people's attention, because there's words here and there's a whole lot of words here. So have the words with only one sentence up here, or have what you're trying to say with a visual, like an image or something like that, okay? And this is a personal one, but it doesn't look like the image is even showing, Rashida, so you might want to go and fix that one up. So it can't be my computer because I'm seeing your other images, so that this is not actually showing here. So you might want to fix that one up, okay? So I'm going to leave it there just because of time, because I have to get on a Zoom call with my with my branding group in 1 minute. But overall, what I would say to Rashida is really good job with your content. Like, she's regular. It looks like she's posting something pretty much every day. She's going live. She's got different types of content. She's got live. She's got engagement posts. She's got written posts. So really good mix. It's just a matter of looking at those stats to see what kind of organic reach are you getting, looking at your insights, what people are resonating with more, so you can do more of that. And it's still a very young page, so heaps of room for growth and improvement and things like that. Just the major thing for Rashida would be to check in with her branding on her banner and use the branding that she's got on her website and bring that into the banner, same photo, make it congruent, so if they go from one to the other, it all looks the same. That's what branding is. It's visual clues. And when things look the same, then, it just helps people recognize you more and connect with you more. So much more I could say for Rashida, but I absolutely have to go. I'm meant to be on a Zoom right now. So, if she's on or catches the replay, so I'm not looking at the comments to know whether she has jumped on. I hope you find that helpful. Rashida, generally very good job. Okay, of the content. Keep doing what you're doing and just let time do its thing. If you keep showing up, you keep consistent, and you give good value, that's the bit that I haven't looked at, is what you're actually teaching. But by the headings of your lives, they look like you're on point with your brand. Just change the branding at the top. Okay, got to go, guys. I will be back to live normal time tomorrow, so I'll catch you guys then. Hope that was helpful. Bye.